Free live tarot readings. I'm TarotOracle. I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
I'm not sure why there's a thumbs down. It was left over from yesterday. I had to eat dinner right before the stream, so in case you wonder what I'm eating, I'm done. Bartman, GK, got Joi twice. Thank you for your donations. I appreciate that. Andrew, Maruta, Michelle, Tracy, and Alexandra, welcome. Yvette, welcome to the stream. Good to see y'all. Now, we got a lot of new decks that we have not opened yet. This is really light. I got to say that now. Shadow Seekers Tarot. It's beautiful. This weighs half of what this does. I don't know what's going on. So I'm interested to open it up and see, why does this weigh half of what this does? We also have the Naked Heart Tarot we just got, and the Baroque Tarot from Lamusi Design. So we will be opening up all of these this week. We're pretty excited. I need to see why this is so light. So maybe, hopefully the card quality is there. Anyway, we'll do this tomorrow. Baroque, we will do Friday. Maybe we'll do this today. We'll do this today. Baroque will do Friday. Barcana will do Saturday, and then this on Sunday. Naked Heart Tarot. We still have to open up a couple of other decks as well. But overall, we are excited over here. This is pretty cool. Lots and lots and lots and lots of new tarot. Very exciting. Joy, thank you for your other donation. So, let's get started, shall we? GK wants to know, is S mostly likely to contact me in July or August? By the way, I'm feeling much better. So thank you for everybody for all your kind wishes and whatnot. YouTube user, thank you for your thank you for your first donation.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
We indeed have a throwdown tonight. I was looking at the Baroque tea. So yeah, that is interesting. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Bishod. I have no idea at all how to pronounce that. Not even a little bit. Not even a small amount how to pronounce that. So we're going to, well, I mean, maybe try it. I don't know. I'm trying to donate, but it won't let me. Bree, I'm not sure why it won't let you. It should let you. Everybody else is donating. I have 7 donations. So hopefully you can get yours in if you need. All right. Let's see what's going on. We have estimates like me July or August. July's over here. August is over here. August is pretty simple. Man, yeah. GK. It just seems like when they contact you, nothing is fixed or nothing is handled. It seems like there's a lot of open doors or a lot of things that just haven't been addressed or haven't been, sort of handled with this communication. Julie, thank you for your donation. We got July right here. Sarah, thank you for your donation. We got July right here. And July does not look like a good time for them to contact you. July looks like they're being sneaky. It looks like they're on their own time. It looks like they're on their own thing. It doesn't look like they're really ready for a valuable, good conversation, maybe an open conversation. August looks so much better for that. The Two of Cups is such a great card. It is the love card, the Lord of Love. Very important to know that. And, you're sort of looking at a little bit of a disappointment overall and what you would like them to communicate or how you would like them to address the entire situation. It just feels like no. It just feels like no. They are just not ready to contact you in July. August, they have more of a chance of doing it, but it just feels like we're not making a ton of progress on it. It just feels like this doesn't work as quickly and as efficiently as it should. I mean, just not as quickly, as efficiently as it should is what I'm saying. Bartman is next. Bartman, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I see we're doing the Dungeons and the Tarot of Dragons this time. Bartman switching it up, my friends. Bartman is switching up. So how do I sound? Do I sound like that everything is good? Do I sound better? Because I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better is what I'm saying. He might not get to me, though. Bree, I'm right here. Bree, I'll get to you. I don't understand what you're saying. Bree, I have no idea. Try to donate, but it won't let me in. He might not get to me. I'll get to you. It's like the beginning of the stream. We're going to be here for like an hour and a half. I should be able to do, I should be able to do. Get to you. No problem at all. Crystal, how you doing? Good to see you. All right. I mean, let's look. Let's look at this and see what's going on. Tarot of Dragons. I mean, the question is, why am I calm lately? Man, Bartman. A little bit of a temperance. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Your emotions are on just this slope. Your emotions are on the slope to where you're just smooth riding through what's going on with this. Ten of Cups, I finally kind of get the emotional resonance that I need. I finally kind of get the just the very focus of where I need to be, the focus of what I want to do. Page of Cups means I'm not just all over the place. Here's the raid, right? Here is it. You're looking at the Temperance card. You're looking at a watery card. You got a Ten of Cups, another watery card. Page of Cups, another watery card. That's why your emotions are more balanced. Your emotions are sort of focused on where they're at. Before, I'm not saying just all the time, but before, you are looking at your emotions being all over the place. Like I'm concentrating on this, I'm focused here, I'm focused there. Your emotions are just 1, 2, everywhere. And I think that sort of affected you. You didn't really have this concentration. You didn't know where to focus it. You didn't know where to put all of that energy and all of that other stuff. So I think that's very sort of poignant to what's happening right now. Just like, where am I? What am I doing? And I think that all of that has kind of cleaned up. And I think that is it, indeed. I think that is it. So you just kind of got it. You just kind of got it better this time. You're more focused. When I say that, a lot of times we do have so many ways that we can focus our emotions. There's so many things that we can look at and sort of, peruse things around. And I think you found that good spot, that sweet spot where you're able to sort of get a lot of stuff done and get focused on stuff. So, it's sort of where our mind is. It's where our mind is. And it's good to be calm because you know what to do. You know when you're going to get it done. You know how to get it done. And that is the key point. So that's it. Stop drinking coffee too. I mean, reduce your caffeine by 700 milligrams. That'll do it too. KD, you're welcome. Good to see you. What's going on? I forgot it. Oh no, I never forget anything, do I? I never forget anything, do I, Bartman? Oh my God. I could, maybe. Paula, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Bree, Paula has donated for you. Paula's donated for you. So you are in the queue. Bree, let me know. Okay, it's bothering me now. Why is this so? We got to open it. We have to open it. Why is this so light? What? Why is this so light? We need to open it right now. It's bothering me. It's bothering me. What? It's like half the weight. It's like half. Why is this? That is pretty. That is really pretty. Why is it so light though? We're gonna have to find out. Oh my. It is. That is a lightweight card. That is really pretty. That is really, really pretty. Okay, it's not too bad. It's just kind of thin. I mean, it's not even out of the plastic, and I can bend it like that. It's kind of a thin card. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of a thin card. But that is mighty cute. Okay, we got to open this first tomorrow. The purple does it for me. I don't know what it is about purple, but you got purple all over my stream. That's fine, right? The purple color does it for me. If you can match purple, if you can make it pretty, if you can sort of get the highlights on it, I think you really got a golden opportunity with it, in my opinion. But yeah, it is really thin. I should not be able to go with your cards when I haven't even taken out of the plastic yet. I mean, I don't know. It just seems, I can't wait. I mean, it does. Tracy S., that could be your dog. I don't know. I mean, I could bend the whole deck in the plastic. Like the plastic should be preventing me from bending it around. I mean, that's it. Anyway, Linda, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How you doing? All right, Joy's got a gazillion donation. Let's get to Joy's donations right now. KD loves purple too. I'm telling you, if you do purple correctly, you win the internet, because there's a lot of good stuff with that. Moon, I thank you for your donation. Okay, Joy's got the triple shot tonight. That's what I'm saying. David the Leo. Is David the Leo going to contact Joi, me? Current feelings? How are things going? We just need a big old update. We need a big old update for this. The David the Leo. We're going to go over here for a little bit of the romantic tarot, because that's what you need. That's what you need. You got a romantic evening. You got a romantic tarot. Oh, that is faced the wrong way. That is not faced the correct way. By the way, in case you wonder what snack I had today, I had some honey cinnamon graham crackers. So in case you're wondering what snack I had today, I left them right there. Honey cinnamon graham crackers. But no, we're going to get this deck over here, because this is the Modern Love Tarot, the one that you need, the one that you want. I'm just saying, if you're not subscribed, you missed today's massive lesson update. I have a new lesson series, and the lesson series talks about all the exciting things with the deck and wheel. All right, I explain astrology, I explain the deck and wheel, I explain the accompanying majors that go with all the minors. I'm going to break it down for you in an easy, simple to learn way, because when you open these advanced books and you see all of this deck and wheel stuff, you're like, what the hell is that? I tell you an easy way. The video is up right now. You got to be subbed to get all this stuff. This is a series. It is a series, and it is going to be magnificent. I'm going to have a handout to where it's easy referencing thing. I got a new version of tarot guidance coming out. I'm printing it in China. I got a new version of tarot guidance coming out. Another 100 pages. I'm adding it. Tarot guidance, yes, it'll be 350 pages. I'm going to have a new print version of it. I'm going to try to get a hardback version of it. It is going to have so much freaking info. You're going to be like, how did I survive my life without this? We're going to put page numbers in it. Okay. It's going to be 350-page book, tarot guidance version 2. We have it printed in China. It's going to be nice. It's actually maybe the same price as the old version, but with 100 more pages. I'm just saying. I missed what deck this was. This is the Modern Love Tarot. All right. That's what I'm talking about. All right. How are things? Let's get the Joi readings out. How are things going with David the Leo? The Death card. You are in a level of transition to sort of the next big thing, right? You're in a level of transition to the next big thing. I think things are evolving. Things are getting better. Things are getting superior. This is sort of an exciting time for, I think y'all really do. Queen of Swords. So here's the problem, though. You're not ready for a transition. You like things the old way. You'd like things kind of the traditional way. It just doesn't feel like that is it. Not that is it. So if you're looking for sort of how are things going, things are under revisions and change. Death card into the Queen of Swords is going to be a little bit of a change and sort of a direction you're not excited about, but I mean, change is good. All relationships go through change. And if you're ready for change, if you're accepting of it, I think it's going to be good overall. But yeah, a little bit of a change as far as things are going. Temperance says it's still okay. You still have a pretty tight relationship, pretty tight thing going there. And if you're looking for something, you definitely have a new set of expectations as far as this there. All majors. I mean, I'm just saying. All right, let's go to the next question, which is David the Leo. Going to contact me soon. Me Joi the Virgo. Man, any relationships where you're a Virgo is rough. I'm a Virgo is what I'm saying. Any relationships where you're a Virgo is kind of rough indeed. But yeah, that night, you got a 4, you do have a 6 of Cups. You are going to get a context, not going to be a problem. Soon, not so much. I mean, I'm sorry, soon, not so much. I think that's the important thing here. 6 of Cups, yeah, I do get a contact. We do make a connection. We get that done. Not a problem at all. 4 of Swords, it is a little bit delayed. It does take a little bit longer than what was expected. Knight of Pentacles says it's worth the wait. If you can wait, if you can sort of be on that delay, it's not going to be a big problem, then the Knight of Pentacles does say it is worthwhile to wait. It is worth the sort of the patience, the relevance, and things get going with that. The connection is pretty good when it does get going. It just takes a little longer than expected. So I think, yes, number one, thumbs up that you do get a communication, but, sort of just a little bit longer maybe with that. Now, what are the feelings? So with the feelings is going to be the most important read here. It really is, because you do have a delay in a communication. You do have this Death card. So where are our feelings, right? Where are our feelings within this? What is the thing going to happen here? 8 of Wands, the 10 of Cups. Feelings have always been pretty tight. Feelings have always been pretty consistent with here. So it's definitely something to where, yeah, this is, where I need to be going. 10 of Cups, of course, being the end card, being kind of this is the feels, this is kind of where we are, this is the good emotions with that. It is there. So you're looking at pretty positive, pretty good feelings. 8 of Wands says, I do want to take some action. What are the action, right? What are the action? You are looking at, again, the contact being part of the action. You are looking at the next sort of connection there being part of the action, because you do have the Death card. Things are evolving. Kimberly, thank you for your donation. But the Magician says you have a good level of control here. Looks pretty solid overall, and I think that is it. You had a question from yesterday. YouTube user had a question from yesterday. Let's see what that is. See what that is indeed, because we did skip YouTube user because we were feeling mighty sick, my friends. We were feeling mighty sick indeed. Let's see what's going on with that. What is happening with that? I reported M to manager suspected she's racist towards the customers who don't speak proper English. Well, that's not good. Let's see. She's actually racist. Okay. I don't know. Is this a question? Rose, thank you for your donation. Is this a question? YouTube user, can you rephrase it into a question? I don't know. So apparently she's not a nice person, it sounds like. I don't know. YouTube user, I need a question. Let me know what your question is. Maybe do I need to format that in a question? Is the question, are they racist? YouTube user, please clarify if you can, and then I will hop back to you. In the meantime, In the meantime, we're going for Julie. I am starting a new job. Yes, Julie starting a new job. Julie, good luck. Good luck. This is the time. I'm telling you now, this is the time to start the new job. Most people get hired during summertime, right? Because you get the money for the hiring they're asking, is she actually racist? Okay, sorry about that. All right, is she actually racist? All right, we'll get that after Julie. Starting a new job, I seem to be changing the date. Okay, am I starting this job? What's happening? What's going on with that? Let's use the standard, the beautiful, the wonderful. Oh, not going to use this. No, standard, wonderful, beautiful. Going to be a push kitty with a little wizard's tarot up here. Push kitty with a little wizard's tarot. We're going to see what's going on with that. Get some wizards out in here. Get some wizards. The wizards understand this. They're fine. They keep changing dates. That is so weird. You're not the only one. I've had 2 private readings where they've gotten really fishy. They've gotten kind of fishy on the dates or on the timings of picking you up and stuff like that. So Julie, you're not the only one. I don't know if that's any comfort, but I just want to mention it. I have 2 different private readings this week, and 2 private readings this week where they got a job, but everyone's being really fishy about picking them up. So let's see what's going on with that. Starting the new job, want to keep changing the date. Are they moving forward with it? Dude, absolutely. I mean, it just looks like a yes. This looks like a nice thumbs up. It just really does. So let's kind of see what's going on with that. I mean, you have the 5 of Wands first off. This is something to where either HR or the company or the managers around there are just incompetent. And I apologize. I hate to break it to you. There's a level of incompetence over there where they're just trying to get everything done. Okay. They weren't prepared. They needed to do some paperwork. There's a lot of legal things that need to happen when you hire somebody, and they just really fell down on the job. Luna, thank you for your donation. But the 5 of Wands, there's a lot of conflict, a lot of things going on. And, they just feel. The main reason, I think, is that they're just unprepared. So it could be somebody left, or it could be, somebody's in transition, or they're moving the job around. The requisition is not quite ready. They posted a little too early. 6 of Swords says, yeah, it does take a long time to get it finished. It does. So just a gross incompetence here. And I think you've run into this before, right? It's just incompetent. It's not like they don't want to hire you. They're just fumbling around in there. Or you do have a celebration, a good connection with these people. 3 of Cups says this is going to be powerful. It's going to be good. Empresses, they have your chair. They got your thing right there. They're ready to go with that. So overall, it's good news. It's just you just got to sort of put up with it. And I'm sorry. That's just the way it is, right? That's the way it goes. Anyway, all right, let's get back to YouTube users. Want to know, are they actually racist? Okay, so we clicked around here a little too much, and we need to fix the times. We need to fix the times on here, and I think that we just did. We good. Okay, is she actually racist? All right, let's see. Let me just delete this and make that a little bit smoother on the read there. Okay, so we're suspecting she's racist towards customers who don't speak proper English, period. Is she actually racist? I'm not sure if there's a racist card. I don't know. I don't know how to interpret this. I got to be careful. I don't know how to interpret this. I don't want to accuse somebody of just straight out racism. I mean, is there a card for racism? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I know there are some decks that are very risque. So I don't know. So let me see if I can find some racism within here. Queen of Swords. All right. I mean, I did say, is there a card that's racist? Okay, I'm not saying. I got to be careful here. I'm not saying the Queen of Swords is racist. Okay. The Queen of Swords has a bad attitude. I think that's the first one, right? The Queen of Swords has a bad attitude. The Queen of Swords is somebody that is very judgmental. You see this with all the definitions of the Queen of Swords. I talk about it in my video. Link in the description for my court card videos. So I'm not like just labeling somebody as racist, but I'm saying the Queen of Swords just has a bad attitude. I think in general, for people just to be ignorant and stupid and say stupid things, they do need a bad attitude. You don't get somebody with a beautiful attitude that just says terrible things about stuff, right? Well, maybe. But I mean, I'm just saying, the worse the attitude, the worse the things are going to come out of their dumb mouth. But the Queen of Swords does have a bad attitude, sort of gesturing over here. This person is also defensive. And I think there's another element that, you know, sort of says yes. That, you know, they're just sort of defensive against stuff. And you can't be. You got to be loving. You got to be accepting of somebody, especially in customer service. You're going to get everybody. You're not going to get one type of person in customer service. Customer service requires you to talk to everybody. And if you're not accepting of everybody, you're going to have a problem. Right. Selene, I thank you for your donation. But yeah, the 7 of Wands. So we have a defensiveness. We have a bad attitude. A King of Cups is somebody who's emotionally isolated, somebody. And I think that's the third point of you need to be emotionally accepting of other people. You need to be able to open yourself up emotionally and see things from other people's point of view. You can't just be on your own little island over here with the King of Cups. So we have a lot of different hints here. You take it. I'm not going to straight up label somebody as racist. I think that's a little rough. I don't even know them. But, you know, but anyway, there's you some hints. There's you some cards that you can read for yourself. Sarah, work in July. Let's see what kind of things we got to work in July. Indeed. See where we're going with that. Now, Sarah wants, of course, the Gregory Scott. Sarah gets, of course, the Gregory Scott. I mean, the Gregory Scott is pretty popular. It's pretty popular. It is pretty popular. All right, let's see the weight of the Gregory. It's really bothering me. This is really bothering me now. Let's see the weight of the Gregory Scott versus the weight of this. So Gregory Scott is a pretty lightweight deck. That weighs about the same. That weighs about the same. That weighs about the same. Okay, for the review, I'm going to get a scale and we're going to weigh these cards. For the review, I'm going to get a scale and we're going to weigh them. All right. Samantha and Ann, thank you for your donations. I appreciate that. I'm telling you now, we're going to weigh these cards because I want to see how flexible and bendy those things are. Just saying, I'm going to see how flexible and bendy them things are, because I mean that is it. 7 of Wands, they think they're higher than others. Interesting. That is interesting indeed. KD is going to make us a good point over there. Okay, let's see. Working in July, Gregory Scott, kind of focused things do we got for work? Ooh, intuition-wise, I think it slows down, right? It slows down a little bit. Justice. Oh, it does, man. They're getting rid of people. They're getting rid of somebody. First hint. July, straight up getting rid of somebody. We have the Justice card, sort of the termination or getting rid of somebody, scooting somebody out the door. 3 of Swords, the cutting card, also talks about getting rid of somebody. Queen of Cups, it's almost like it's somebody you might know. You might know a little bit too intimately. Well, not, you know, that sounds bad. You may know pretty close, maybe a pretty close workmate. 3 of Swords, getting rid of somebody in July. Do not think it's you. I think that would be more of a 10 of Swords. A lover, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I think that would be more of a 10 of Swords moment or something that's kind of focused with that. Queen of Cups also just looks like it's very emotional time. I do think there's a lot of movement. They're moving this here. They're moving that there. I'm just saying there's something going on. There's some big movements happening in July. A lot of sort of fresh stuff. Some things happening with that. Strength says we do need to be accepting of what's happening because there are some conversations that happen right before it, and then after it, there's a lot of other conversations because we got to kind of get a feel of, yeah, this is what we're doing, this is where we're going on the next thing. Justice, I mean, this is just talking about big changes in July. I'm just saying, July is right around the corner too, couple of days. Sarah, I'm sorry. There's big changes coming in July. This is a lot of information. This is a lot of stuff going on. It really is. Lots and lots of stuff going on. I'm not sure if you're quite prepared for it, if you're going to be enthusiastic about it. Maybe not so much, but yeah. Do analyst certificate, a long run. Thank you. All right, YouTube user, we did miss your reading from yesterday. Let's find out what's going on with that. Had a question from yesterday's stream. We got that. You said something. You do today. All right. Okay. Google Analytics certificate. Will this be something that's acceptable? Will this be something that's good in the long term? Man. And you know that I'm big on certificates, first off. You know I'm big on certificates. I have 30 certificates, 30 technical certificates. And I have like half of them are physical. So Christine actually saw the stack of certificates. It was out in the garage and she ran into it one day. She's like, Jesus Christ, you have a lot of certificates. I was like, yeah, okay. Anyway. Let's look at this. We got a Google Analysis certificate. Will that be good in the long run? I think it helps you a little bit, but not significantly. I do think it helps you a little bit. It gets you a little over the edge somewhere. The problem with technical certificates is you got to have a spot for it. It's like adopting a cat, okay? All right, you're going to have to hang on to me for this. Getting a technical certificate is like adopting a cat, okay? I know it sounds weird, but hang with me. Number one, if you get a technical certificate and you don't have anything to do with it, then there's a problem, right? Samantha, thank you for your other donation. So like if I adopt a cat and I don't have a litter box, I don't have a food bowl, I don't have cat food, I don't have any cat toys, the cat is going to crap all over the floor. It's just, in other words, you got to be ready. You got to be prepared. So if you're in a field where you need a security certificate and you go get one, then that's perfect because a security certificate is going to match your current employment, right? But if you get random certificates, then it doesn't really help you much. This one helps you a little bit, but not significantly. In other words, you're not in the field of analytics or anything like that. Lynn, thank you for your donation. Whoa, very generous donation over PayPal. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. Overall, it does you good. It does you good. Sarah, thank you for your other donation. Two of Cups says it works out well in the long run. So you did get a pretty good certificate. So there you go. Lynn, yeah, I got your donation over PayPal. Thank you so much. So yes, it's okay. So you did adopt the cat and you do have a litter box and you do have some cat food. So overall, you're okay. Anyway, at least that's what I think. All right, YouTube user also has another question. Update on the 3-month analyst project. Will Owen hire me? Let's see what's going on. See if that's going to be possible indeed. Get that done. 3 months analysis project. Owen, you had an interview this weekend, you said, right? You had an interview this weekend. How did that go? I'm kind of curious. 3 of Pentacles says you're hired. 10 of Swords says they end up closing down the thing. 8 of Cups says there's a, oh man. I think, I don't know, this is a 50-50 shot. You got a 10 of Swords that says ultimately this is not the place you want to be, or this is not the final place you want to be. You do have some good readings with this. 3 of Pentacles is the opening getting presented to you. It is sort of getting into that role. 8 of Cups says there is a level of disappointment because it's almost like you have to focus on this role rather than another role. And the 10 of Swords says ultimately it's not your end goal, but it is a 3-month project. And like I said before, it does open doors. So overall, I think that is a thumbs up. I mean, I like it. That is a thumbs up, something that we can do. It is a little bitty project, but I mean, hey. We can get that done. We can make that happen. All right, let's go to the next one. Now, Paula is donating for Bree. Paula, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. Bree wants to know something, but they haven't told me what it is. Bree says, I'm trying to donate, but it won't let me. Well, Paula donated for you. Thank you, Paula. I appreciate you. He might not get to me, though. I'm trying to get to you right now, Bree. Bree, let me know what your question is, and I will get to you immediately. In the meantime, we got Moon, and then let's hop over to PayPal with Lynn. Is Mo the Scorpio gonna come back to me and love me? We divorced. Oh, geez. Lover, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's delete the Bree reading and the timestamps. And that's the one thing about having timestamps on all these readings now. I got to go clean it up when something doesn't go right. Oh, let's go ahead and use Gustave Dore. Gustave Dore is very good. Is the Scorpio going to come back to me like somewhere in time and still love me like somewhere in time? I'm Heba. Heba, welcome. Aries, we got a divorce. Oh my. Moon, that is tragic indeed. Let's see if there's still some good stuff in there that can happen, that can make it go, that can make it work out for you. Hopefully that is Ace of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Swords, a Page of Swords. No, I mean, no, they're not going to come back for a long time. Do they end up pinging you and saying hello on social media or something like that? Yes, I think so. Ace of Swords is ultimately they do contact you again, but it's going to be a long time. It is going to be a long time. We got a Nine of Pentacles, sort of need to build that trust back, build the situation, build things back. Femme, thank you for your donation. Three of Swords says right now we are broken up. We are heartbroken. Page of Swords, I don't want any contact at all. I want no contact, and no contact. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. That is the way it is. So no, I just don't think right now. I think later though. That is an interesting read that I liked a lot. So let's see. I stepped out of the house to talk to the neighbor and I missed whether or not she was actually racist. All signs look like the tendency would be towards it. I mean, I'm just saying. Ultra V, you got to rewind. You got to rewind to see all that action. Anyway, Moon, I'm sorry. It looks like it's going to be a while. Do they come back? Yes. Yes, they do. Love balloons for like a long term? Love balloons long term? I think so. But right now, it looks pretty dry. It looks like the Sahara Desert. So we're getting to Lynn next, and Lynn is next. Lynn, thank you so much for your generous PayPal donation. Look at you out there. You're a superstar to me. Next in love. What's coming up next in love? You single, you ain't dating anyone. Let's get you hooked up. Let's get you hooked up right now, Lynn. Let's go with the de facto getting hooked up read, which is going to be the Victorian Romantic Tarot. Now, y'all love this. Y'all love this, is what I'm saying. Selene, he timestamps at the end. I want to make that point. Selene brings up an interesting point, is what I'm saying, right? Selene brings up an interesting point. I have an application that I wrote, all right? I have an application that I wrote on the screen. It's an application I made. I coded it. I wrote it. It automatically timestamps stuff. You see that little time? You see the time right here? That means that I automatically timestamp your reading, and it'll be in the video at the very end. The timestamp for all of your readings will be there. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I worked hard on this app. I worked a whole day on this app to make it. It timestamps your reading. It tracks everything that you said. I actually intercept the stream, the internet stream between me and YouTube. And I track all of it. I log all of it. So I log all of your readings in case something crashes. I put the timestamps in the video, which I'm the only one that has an app that timestamps all the readings. I'm just saying. I'm the only person out there that has an app that timestamps all the reading. And best of all, it's free. I made it for you free. The code is in the description. YouTube user, thank you for your generous donation. I appreciate that. Now, if you like all that stuff, right? Like you're new, like anybody who's new here, how much work do I gotta put into this for you to hit that like and sub? right? Because I did all of the work. I have done all of the innovation. I don't just sit here and make readings. No, 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 no. I am on the cutting edge of technology innovation for tarot reading. I'm just saying, nobody else is on the cutting edge of technology innovation for tarot reading except me. Hit that like and sub. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Anyway, Nine of Swords with that. Oh, nice Justice, Page of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. I actually think you have a previous relationship that is going to come back and be something very, very good and poignant and fun for you as well. That's what I'm saying. Joan, you're never late. You're always on time. You're always on time. Nine of Swords. Okay. You do have a previous relationship. You do have a situation that is going to come back and is going to be exciting for you and is going to be exhilarating and going to be a fun time for you with this Nine of Swords. Something that you had given up on, something that you were just kind of hopeful with, but it didn't just sort of work out. Almost ended kind of oddly, to say the least. Justice card says we get another chance. Get one more shot. Uno mas chance at that. Page of Wands, how much are you willing to dedicate? Here's the lesson about this, Lynn. You do need to be able to dedicate just enough time, enough originality, enough sort of dedication to this to make it work. There is that thing, right? Samantha, thank you for your donation. But that Page of Wands, this is going to be difficult because you already have that history. But I think you should give it another try. Give it a second chance and go forth and make it happen. Go forth and make it happen. It's going to be very poignant indeed. Seven of Pentacles. It's worth the time. It's worth the effort. So that's what's next in love. Previous relationship has a new opening. You're going to be able to embrace this, going to be able to do that. You do have doubts. You really, really, really do have doubts about this. But I wouldn't, and I would say that this is something worthwhile. Worthwhile indeed. Lynn, it is worthwhile indeed. I'm just saying now. That's what I'm saying. I backed it up and watched it. Oh, very good. Selene, you're amazing at what you do. Selene, I love you. I'm just saying.
I love you.
If you're also not on my Instagram, there is my Instagram right there. If you're not on my Instagram has very little to do with my tarot cards. Okay. That sounds so terrible. Very little to do with tarot cards on the Instagram, on the gram. There's very little to do with tarot cards. Instead, I draw stuff. I do photorealistic portraits. You know, if you're on the gram, I do photorealistic portraits. I do a let's see, where's my other thing I just made? I just did this. I just did this right here. So hopefully if you like that, I just did that. So if you like art, my Instagram is full of art. That's kind of like my place to hang out and do my art thing. And you know, that's kind of me. That is kind of me. Anyway, let's go with Kimberleynails is next. Will tarot be a part of my future work? Ooh, indeed. I kind of like that. Let's see. Let's make it cheeky. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Oh, man, we got a lot of reads tonight. It is hopping and it is rocking tonight. It's hopping and it is rocking tonight, okay? Kimberly, will tarot be part of my future work? The world, absolutely yes. Page of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Page of Pentacles. You're having difficulty merging it in. And I think that's applicable to a lot of us, right? That's applicable to quite a few of us. It's difficult to merge something into our regular lives. And I hear you. Sounds like maybe you do nails. I do application development, right? I write math engines. You want to know what I do all day? I write math engines. Did I expect to come home and do tarot cards? No. I expected to, I don't know, write more math engines at night or relax or something. But no, I do tarot cards. So this is a wild variance. And, you know, so you're like, I'm not ready to incorporate something wild and fun and, you know, like that. But I mean, that's the way it goes, though. And that's the way it is. So will it be sort of odd and weird? Page of Pentacles is going to be kind of weird just to sort of wrap the whole thing in there. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. Seven of Cups is you do need to take the emotional adventure. You do need to sort of take that a little bit out there. There are a lot of things that you could choose to do. I think Tarot just wraps it up. Tarot just wraps it up nicely. So I think that's it. I think that is it indeed. All right. Let's see. All right, going into Rose. So will be, but it's going to be different and unusual. Throwdown on build the first floor or an empty lot. I've never had a where to build question before. That's kind of fun. That is kind of interesting. Where should I build? I saw I saw a license plate that said Oracle. I was wondering if it was a cartomancer or a government programmer. I don't know. Cool. Oracle could be the lady out of Matrix. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Joan? Could be the lady out of Matrix. That's her car. Okay. That could be her car. Anyway, Tarot Throwdown, building the first floor on an empty lot. That's a throwdown indeed.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
All right, first floor. First floor. It's going to be over here, Rose. Just saying. Got the first floor action right there. And we got the empty lot action over here. Let's see what's going on. YouTube user, if I didn't say thank you, thank you. Oh, wow. First floor wins. First floor wins by a mile. This is definitely something that needs to be done on the first floor. It needs to be addressed. It needs to be sort of actioned or at least move forward or definitely with that. You do have a big sort of a fiery action here, which I think is kind of important to trend across. You have virtue right after that. Basically, you're virtuous to take action on the first floor. That is going to be a thing. Virtuous to take action on that. And yeah, you do have an empty lot. Seems like it's a dead end and you lose money. Just saying. Entertainment purposes only, but the empty lot does seem to be a little dead end where it loses money in that. Luna Blue is next. How does my uncle's BF Jeff feel about me and my energy? All right, let's see about your uncle's best friend. See about your energy. See how's it going. Luna Blue. Hopefully you like your reading. You know what I mean? Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's see what's going on with that. Feel about my energy. Feel about me. Let's see. Let's see if they do like your energy. See if they are accepting of you. Hopefully they are. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and Ace of... The double ace means you're a welcome addition into their life, right? Into their life. You're a welcome addition. It just looks clean. It looks promising. A lot of good stuff with there. Ace of Pentacles says, yeah, there's a lot. Couple of double aces. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of excitement, a lot of sort of things that you're ready for. Six of Swords says, yeah, this is something that they appreciate. They're ready to walk the line with you. They're ready to go with you. A couple of aces sandwiching it means you're a welcome addition. I think that's the big thing. As long as, like, I'm glad to see you, right? Because that's what you want. That's what you want. You want somebody who's literally glad to see you. They appreciate you. They appreciate what you bring and stuff like that. So any aces, especially a double ace, does lean in that direction. I think that is powerful and very fun indeed. Powerful and good news. Good news. Selene, information and guidance about a side project. Selene's making the money. Selene, you can't help but make the money. Selene, something tells me you got enough talents, you have enough ambition, you have enough excitement about what you do, how you do it, that you're just going to make the money. I mean, you're just going to, I'm not saying you fall into money like boo-boo, but you do end up making the money. You do end up getting the good side project, the exciting things, the stuff that other people are kind of envious. All right. I'm just saying, Selene, right now, the stuff that you do, the projects that you do, the stuff that you make, the success that you kind of are, is just makes other people envious sometimes, right? That's what I'm saying. Julie, thank you for your other donation. You got a Queen of Swords, a Five Pentacles, and a Four of Cups. Oh, God, it's about a side project. It's a money pit. I mean, okay, there's a lot of things that you could be doing, right? Julie, thank you for your other donation. There's a lot of things you could be doing. This one looks a bit of a money pit. In other words, you could spend a lot of money. Just be careful what kind of initial investment, what kind of initial drop in that you're going to do here, because there is some difficulty overall with this. Four of Cups does say there's a lot of things that you don't like, you want to address, and you're just going to be cashing out the money in order to get that fixed. Don't do it. Don't do it. Watch your investments when you start. Five Pentacles. Can you go into the hole? Is it a money pit? Absolutely, it can be. It's like what I'm saying, maybe like I'm making YouTube videos, right? So you're like, I want to make YouTube videos. You go out and you buy, a $2,000 camera, you buy $500 worth of lights, and you're not making any money on YouTube. You need to start out slow and progressively. You need to say, okay, I'm going to do it on my phone, or I'm going to do it with some, basic equipment, use the light coming in from the window, or, whatever. You get my meaning. And the Queen of Swords is sort of be very judgmental about what you're going to do. Take it slow. And then after you're making money on YouTube, now that's fine. Now we can get that done. Sarah, you are 4 away. You're 4 away, Sarah. We are coming in. We're coming into you here. We do have 37 donations tonight. It is busy. It's busy. It's TarotOracle show.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle show.
It is busy, but we're moving through the best we can. Sorry if you got the, sorry about that. I need to show the cue more often is what I need to be doing. Need to show the cue more often. We do have Sarah is up here. So you're 4 away. We got Lover, Femme, YouTube user, Cheeky, Jasmine, Samantha. We got everybody in the queue. But you're 4 away. We're going to be a minute. And it's got the double shot reading. We got Samantha V coming up as well. How should I behave when B communicates with me? I mean, that is a good question, because a lot of times somebody's sort of rolling up and you're like, should I just be accepting of them, or should I have some caution, or, like what's going on? How should I sort of behave with that? 10 of Wands says definitely take it slow. Don't just load up on everything that they say. I think that is important. Don't just load up on everything that they say. 10 of Wands, be very cautious, be very careful about what's happening with that. Knight of Pentacles as well. You need to stay organized and you need to stay in charge. Don't get emotional. Don't be accepting of everything. Don't take on too much. If they have all these demands, if they have all these things, don't sort of let them load it up on you. 3 of Wands, again, take it slow. Look at it from a distance and back up a little bit. Don't be too emotional. Be like, okay, they're communicating with me. Here's what they have to say. Here's what they kind of doing. And I think if you do that in that perspective, stay emotionally distant from it, but just listen and, and sort of let the communication happen. I think that is going to be the big thing here, because you want to stay in charge. You don't want them to sort of just roll up on you kind of thing, right? Selene, I thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. We got a general in July. Any exciting things coming my way? Samantha V, I did not forget about you. We got your double shot coming up. And then after that, we have a Sarah once more. Uno mas, Sarah action coming up in here. Which deck is that? This is the traditional manga tarot, one of my most exciting decks. By the way, if you like tarot decks, I'm just saying, this is the place to be. I got all of these like today. If you like tarot decks and you're not subscribed to this channel, I mean, come on. Come on. Shadow Seeker Tarot, is it as bendy and as flimsy as it looks? Maybe. We're going to see Barcana Tarot. Look how cute that is. Barcana Tarot, cutest name ever. We got the Baroque Tarot from Lamusi Design. The second deck coming from there. We got the Wild Heart Tarot 2. This is a thick, heavy boy. Pretty excited about that. We have... Basically, I'm not going to lie, we have at least 11 tarot decks to unbox. So it's going to be a hectic next 11 days, right? It's going to be a hectic 11 days, and lots of tarot. I told y'all that I had like 60 decks coming. I got 11 of them now. So we still got 50 more to come. So this is a place to hang out. Anyway, it's July. What's going to happen here? Lovers does talk about the possibility of a good, thick, healthy, romantic relationship. The Lovers, especially next to the Fool, right? We're not playing around in the Two of Cups realm anymore. We have the full-on Lovers deck. We got the Ace of Swords, the new communication. If you're looking for something exciting in July, you got it. I mean, you literally got it. You got the initial communication, the Fool, making the big journey, and making it with somebody else, the Lovers. I do think you have a good possibility for either a new relationship, new friendship. Something's happening with that. Looks pretty damn exciting. Looks very exciting. Paula, no. Bree hasn't replied. Bree, what is your question? I'd love to get your question in the queue. But yeah, you talk about exciting. You got a very, very hot chance at a new relationship, something exhilarating, something exciting, something fun. And wow, that is a good reading. That is a nice little reading with that. Samantha has the double shot. Samantha's got a question below. Let's make that happen right now. Make it happen, Samantha V. Will I be the biggest challenge? What would be the biggest challenge in my next romantic relationship? Samantha's got the cool questions. Samantha's got the questions that, like, I wish I thought of. Like, when I go to ask a question on somebody else's stream, I ask the worst questions. I'm like, what's going on with that whole car thing, you know? Yeah, or I don't know. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Danielle, I have an application that keeps track of everything you say. Danielle, I have an application that keeps track of everything you say. So if you just want to type the question, I'll know exactly what it is. Danielle, it's not a problem. Not a problem. Danielle, doesn't matter. Everything that you type in the stream is automatically tracked. So you can put it anywhere, and that sounds terrible. You can type it. That's better. You can type it anywhere, and I will find it. Not going to be a problem at all. Anyway, Samantha, what will be the biggest challenge of my next romantic relationship? Jesus. Keeping it alive. You got the romantic relationship that has a little bit of the action, a little bit of the drama, a little bit of the excitement. You know, one of those where it's up and it's down and it's wild and it's crazy. You got that love, you got that fantastic connection, you got that passion with it, but it always feels like it's about to end. It always feels like a little bit of drama mixed in there. And it feels like, yeah, that's what's happening. That is what's happening. So, I mean, you know, the King of Pentacles also kind of gets it. You just like it. You sort of get adjusted to it. You like it. You know what to say. You know what to do. Not going to be a problem. Not going to be a problem at all. But, man, it is a hot mess. It is a hot mess indeed. So, I mean, the biggest challenge is keeping it alive. Keeping it alive. You got to give it the defibrillator sometimes. So, Teal's basically the devil. Ultra V. I mean, this is for my convenience. This is entertainment purposes only. This is for my convenience. I mean, the code's down there. If you want to double check, you're like, what does he do with that application? What does he be doing with that? So, all right, the code's down there. It's free. You can peruse it. You can browse it. You can do whatever you need to. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Samantha's got another question up in the queue. What will draw my next boyfriend to me? Oh, my Julie, manifesting, and Liz, and manifesting again, and Danielle. Thank you for your donations. I appreciate that. Yeah, Danielle, just post your question. I'll get to it. I will get to it. Oh, wow. We have 42 donations now. 42 donations. Doesn't give you much room. Yeah, cheeky. I mean, you know, that's why I got the app, so I can track everything. Anyway, all right. What would draw my next boyfriend to me? I think the biggest draw is your just emotions, right? Your emotions. I think that's the big thing here. So, yeah, your emotions. They're just drawn to you as a person. They feel like you're resonant with them. They feel like you have some excitement. You have some good things with that. High Priestess seems like you have everything going on to your advantage, too. In other words, you're not sitting around. You don't sit. You make a success of yourself. We see that with your schooling that you talked about before. We see that with your internships. We see that with your motivation, your excitement for life, job, everything. You embrace everything with a level of excitement that very few people have. Page of Swords. You just seem so fresh, so interesting. You just communicate about fun stuff. You're just not boring, and you seem to be emotionally resonant with them. So they just sort of connect, right? Connect emotionally. I think that is going to be it, because it is fun. You need somebody who has it going on, and Samantha is a definition of has it going on. So yeah, that's what you need. More info in the read. Please tell me the one leaving is not the project supervisor. I can't give you an exact name of who's leaving, but I can do that. I assume you want the Gregory Scott again. You didn't specify, but I'm going to make that assumption. Making that assumption is what I'm talking about. All right, Manifesting Goddess, thank you for your gazillionth donation. No, actually, third. Manifesting Goddess has a triple shot donation tonight, making it happen. All right, please tell me who is okay. Please tell me the one that's leaving is not my project supervisor. Let's see, project supervisor, somebody in charge. 4 of Pentacles. Man, it's not one person. It's more than one person. You do have a Queen of Swords. I do see a supervisor leaving. Queen of Swords is a supervisor. It is somebody who is in charge. 8 of Wands shows them leaving. They were ready to leave anyway. Well, no, they weren't ready to leave. They're hanging on with dear life. Page of Swords. Man, this is somebody who you didn't think was leaving. I can tell you that. You don't think that they're leaving. All of a sudden they do. Now they're hanging on with dear life. They are very much hanging on to that work table. They're scraping it as the security drags them away. Not literally, but they're hanging on. They needed the money. That's one thing that they say. They needed the job. They needed the money. They are going to be able to find another job. 8 of Wands not going to be a big problem at all. Page of Swords says they get the notice at the last minute. It's one of those last minute kind of leaving things. But it is a supervisor. I can tell you that. Queen of Swords is a supervisory role and stuff. You do have hanged people in the background here. It's almost like somebody already knows who's leaving, but hasn't notified anybody. Every word you type in the cheeseburger, you hype. Maybe. Now you do know ultraviolet before you get all excited about. You do know that that's on the internet, right? You do know that YouTube tracks everything that you type. Anyway, I just intercept the YouTube stream. All right, should I invest in cryptocurrency right now? Lover has a very good question. A very good question, because it's bottoming out. It's bottoming out. Now, if you've been on the channel for a long time, you know that somebody asked, should I invest in crypto? And I told them, not now. I told them, not now. Wait for the dip. You can rewind and see that reading. And not now. Wait for the dip. And I got to say, I was on target. I got to say, I was there. As always, any financial readings is entertainment purposes only. But, I mean, you know, let's go. Let's go with this and find out if we get some crypto action right now. See what's going on with that. Okay. Before we do financial readings, entertainment purposes only, never invest basically in a fat man reading cards on the internet, because that is the dumbest thing that you could ever possibly do. Is make your investments based upon some dude reading tarot cards. Okay, let me make that plain and simple. All right, let's go very specific, shall we? Entertainment purposes only. 7 of Pentacles says Bitcoin's a good shot right now. It is. I would not go a whole Bitcoin for 23 grand or something like that. I would go with a little bit of Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is going to be your key. I would go. If you can invest, if you can invest $10 in crypto, I'd invest $7 in Bitcoin. I'd go $3 Dogecoin. I'd go $3 Dogecoin. 6 of Cups, right? Dogecoin is going to be kind of a weird one. I'd go 30% Dogecoin, 70% Bitcoin. The Hanged Man says, be aware it is going to dip again. It is going to dip again. don't freak out. Here's what you don't do in investment. You don't buy high and sell low. That's not what you do. You sell high. So is it going to dip again? I think so. I really do. But I think 70% Bitcoin, 30% Dogecoin is going to be your key. Hanged Man said, don't freak out at the dip and don't get rid of it. Hang on to it. Let it ride. Let it ride. Because yeah, it is literally at the bottom right now. It is bottomed out. Inside versus outside little avatar. I don't know. Is that a throwdown? Inside versus outside? Maybe. I guess. Let's see. Inside versus outside? Okay. I mean, okay. So yeah, ultraviolet. Still going back to my old double cheese jokes. You know, my Wendy's days. I mean, let's see. Inside is the page of fire. Outside just has better options. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. A 7 of water. When you say outside, I think it's going to rain. But that's it, you know? But yeah, 7 of water says, yeah, outside is going to be your better choice. There you go, fam. Outside is going to be a better choice. Avoid the rain if you can. YouTube user is next. Need career advice. I am so lost. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I'm not sure what I'm meant to do. Definitely want a corporate career. Need some blues clues. What field? Next long-term job? I'm so confused. Okay. Let's look at this. You got Dogecoin a year ago. It's worth $7 again. Yeah, you know, Dogecoin. That's why you don't do 70% Dogecoin. You do 30% Dogecoin. That's what I'm saying. In general, for investments right now, I do 50% cash. I just do 50% cash. Yeah. So maybe I should start an investment stream. What do you think? Like an investments, tarot card investments? Maybe. Yeah, you know, that entertainment purposes only. I do want to make a video on my predictions for the rest of the year, because I do predict a housing dip. I do predict another stock market dip that's pretty substantial. So I need to make a video on all that. Career advice, 6 of water. It does say connecting with people is going to be important for you by far. Connecting with people, getting in there, sort of, you know, making the connection with other people. I think that's going to be an important thing. The Fool says you do need something different, something a little bit that's not customer service indeed. I think the biggest problem is you don't feel like you're your own boss. You don't feel like people are treating you independently. You need something where you can be independent, number one, and you cannot have somebody hovering over you, you know, watching your stuff, micromanaging you. Page of Water says it is going to be something, a new adventure, definitely a new career, but you need something new. So I would go with connecting with other people. Customer service may be maybe a thing about here. It could be IT, where you are looking at maybe 3rd level, 2nd level IT support. I think that'd be interesting. 6 of water. I'd look into IT support. You already have the phone skills. You already have sort of the networking thing with that. You can get an A+ certificate or something like that and go into IT support. And from IT support, you can move into 2nd, 3rd level IT support. What is that? That means basically you're going to be looking at the code and figuring out what's wrong with the app and stuff in the higher level. But yeah, the 6 of water says connecting with people is going to be important. You already have good things with that. There you go. I'd look at IT support. The Fool says get an adventure going. The Empress says you're going to be more in charge of where you're going, what you're doing. When I say in charge, let me clarify. IT support allows you to move up the ladder pretty quickly if you want to, because you are in charge of the support, right? You can get stuff done, and that's going to be important for you. And ultimately, Page of Water, be prepared, right? So you can get maybe 1 or 2 certs, get into IT support, and then move to the 2nd level, 3rd level IT support. I think it's going to be important for you. What I need to know about Alyssa right now, I've been getting irritated with her lately, but it could just be moody. All right. What I need to know about Alyssa right now. Man, Alyssa's the most inconsistent thing in your life. Alyssa brings that level of inconsistency, but it's kind of a fun inconsistency sometimes. Madhura, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. See what A feels about you in just a few minutes. Luna Blue, I thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. The Five of Air says they like confrontation sometimes. They're just going to be up in your face with confrontation. That's just how it goes, right? The Five of Air says they are going to bring a level of drama. They're going to bring a little bit of that swords action with this. The Seven of Air says just be sort of prepared to not take it very seriously. And I think that's what you need to do. So you need to not take it very seriously. If you take it literal every time they say something, you are going to be upset. You are going to be kind of worked up. The moon says they're just trying to be emotional. They want to level the field emotionally. They just kind of, they need to be in that moody, right? They need to be moody sometimes. And I think sometimes you're moody. Sometimes it just doesn't connect. Sometimes it just doesn't work the way you need to. Ultimately, the Two of Cups says it's a good connection. But they like to introduce the emotions. They like to sort of just plot out emotions out there, throw it out there, see what you're going to do, see where you're going to be with it. You know, a lot of their actions are to get a reaction from you. Let me repeat that. A lot of things they do are for the purpose of getting a reaction from you. And I think that's important. That's very important. Once you understand that, now you have a level playing field. Now you're kind of like, yeah, I mean, all right, you know, all right. Okay, we're going to the cheeky. Will the Scorpio come back to me? He left with no reason at all. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Let's see if they're going to come back. We're going to use everybody's favorite, the Kauai Tarot. Cheeky. Are they going to come back? They just bailed. Man, those are the rough kinds. Well, they just bail. You got a little midnight run. Now they're ghosting you. You know what I mean? You're like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. All right. The Ten of Cups. Oh, man. That's an interesting ending. Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups. I don't think they're coming back. I think you got somebody new. I think you got somebody new. Now, when I say I don't think they're coming back, I do think they're coming back to use you a little bit. All right. They're coming back to use you a little bit later. But it's not going to be something permanent where they're going to be consistent or anything like that. I think that is going to be there. Queen of Wands says it is time to multitask out. It is time to get somebody else in there. Ace of Cups, get a new adventure, get a new love, get some things happening with this. You got the double queen, Queen of Cups. It's time to find somebody who is better off emotionally for you. And this may not be the individual. It may not be the individual. It's almost like that. It's good that they left because you have other opportunities going to be significantly better. That's what I'm just going to say now. Other opportunities are just going to be significantly better. And, you know, I think that's it. May not be the Scorpio. I think the Scorpio is coming back for a little hit and quit it. I think they may be coming back for that. I mean, I don't know if they're that dedicated, if you're that dedicated to them. I don't know. Move on. That's what I'm saying. Cheeky, move on. You got more stuff to do in life, you know? Ghosting is the worst. No, ghosting is the best. Ghosting is the best because now you get to move on. Ghosting is breaking up without all the drama, okay? You know what I'm saying? If you feel like this person is going to slash all four of your tires, ghosting's a good option. Ghosting's a great option. But it allows you to move on and find somebody better. Because I think that's it. Danielle, how many people are in front of me? Danielle, you have 7 people in front of you, Danielle. It is a busy night, my friend. We have 7 people in front of you. So it's going to be a minute. Let's flash the queue up in here. We got Selene, we got Julie, we got Danielle. So you're a bit away. You're a little bit away. We got Jasmine, YouTube user. Julie, Samantha again, and then we'll be up here. The queue's so long. That's it. General love for Jasmine, 4 of Cups. That is an interesting 4 of Cups, 4 of Swords and Justice. It is all about figuring out what you want. It feels like you're in a position where you just haven't figured out what you want. you got a Four of Cups here. You have all sorts of amazing opportunities, amazing things. And, it just feels like that you need to determine what you want, how you want it to be, the focus that you want ultimately. I think that's going to be a big boon for you. You got a couple of fours. In other words, you are in a position emotionally and relationship type where you are going to be sort of creating something that's going to be more long-term, creating something that's stable, creating something that's stuff that makes it happen. And then the Justice card talks about balancing out things in love as well, Jasmine, right? Not going to this extreme, not going to the other extreme. And it's all about balancing things out, first off, and getting sort of a new level of stability with what you're doing. I think that is. Good. Instead of working weekends, I want to start taking classes. What field? Work, business, tech, recruitment field, research classes. Oh, that's a big question. So I don't know. I'm in the techie field. If you want to know, if you want the reader, if you want the tarot reader that has 30 years of technical experience and 30 certifications of technical experience, then I'm just kind of there. I'm just kind of there. Kimberly Nails didn't see my second super chat. Let me look. Kimberly Nails. I see the first one. Kimberly, will tarot be part of my future work? I do not see the second one. Kimberly, what was your other question? I don't see it. I just see, will tarot be part of my future work? Let me know. I will merge it in. Instead of one week, I'll start taking classes. What field am I meant to work? Long-term business tech, full research classes. We'll research the classes, tech recruitment. Five of Cups, Five of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and a Wheel of Fortune. I really think that technical abilities is going to be where you're leaning. You got a Wheel of Fortune. You want something that's going to be stable. It's going to have less competition. It's going to be less cutthroat. I think technical support is going to be, like I said in the previous reading, good. Because you do have a Six of Pentacles. You want to connect with people, right? You want to be able to give people something that they can use, give people something that they can understand and whatnot. You already have the phone experience. You already have the customer service experience. I think that's going to be the important thing here. No matter what you do, you are going to run into competition. I mean, there's no field where it's not competitive. I'm sorry. There's no field that's not competitive right now, okay? Because of many people. And that is going to be the big point here. So, I don't know. I mean, YouTube users, if you're thinking there's some dreamy, beautiful, sunshiny field that you're going to be able to get into where nobody's going to be competing with you, doesn't exist. If there's going to be no stress, doesn't exist. It doesn't, right? Natural Yogi, thank you for being a member for 14 months. So you need to get that out of the way. Let's get that out of the way now. Can we clean this up? All fields are competitive because there's money involved. All fields are competitive because there's money involved. Five of Cups says there's also a level of disappointment in every job, every career that you're going to go into. Can you get some certs? Can you get some classes and get into a new field? I really think that technical support is going to be kind of a natural for you. Definitely going to be there, especially the more technical support where you're kind of walking them through some more of the complex things. The Wheel of Fortune says you need something that's going to be predictable, something that you get a paycheck and whatnot. But Six of Pentacles is offering things to people. Real estate is about to take a dip. So, sort of the real estate market, I really wouldn't recommend. Five of Wands is competitive there too. It's competitive everywhere. Five of Cups is ultimately you need something that's going to make you happy. And what you're doing is not making you happy. But let me bottom line it again. And I'm going to do it again. You need to understand that all fields are competitive. Even tarot reading. There's people that compete with me. There's people that compete with me for tarot reading time, for tarot reading this and that and this and that. So you got to be able to say, yeah, I understand that everybody's going to compete with me, and you got to step up and make yourself better than the competition. So what do I do to make myself better than the competition? I order a lot of tarot decks. I make classes, right? I'm really the only person that's delivering tutorials, classes, easy to understand formats. I make my stream dynamic. I make my stream organized at a level that most other people don't have. So I basically compete. I'm good at competition. So I think that's the big thing. And you got to get to that level. You got to be good at competition at your work, right? At work, I have written some stuff that has basically innovated the entire kind of sub-industry that I'm in. So you gotta basically defeat the competition. And that's what you got to do, right? So you have to be in that mindset of, I'm going to be better than the competition. And once you get that mindset, competing is more fun because you're able to innovate, you're able to create, and you're able to understand that it is a competition and you're going to win it. And I think that's it, right? I think that's it. Anyway, in my opinion, because competition never goes away throughout life. I don't care what it is. Anyway, Natural Yogi, thank you for your donation. You win. I mean, maybe. I'm not amazed. So, okay, let's go for an example, right? Let's go for an example. You got to be able to compete. Otherwise, you're going to get run over in life. You're going to get run over in life. So you got to be able to compete. So, let me give an example. I deleted it. Did I delete it? I think I actually did delete it. Recently deleted. Okay. Oh, crap. I did delete it, didn't I? Never mind. I was going to give a great example, and then I said how competitive I was, and then I can't find stupid picture that I saved. Anyway, what I need to know for July, Samantha, let's make it happen. The Queen. Man, it is about your spiritual journey in July, Samantha, is really going to be the forefront thing here, right? You really need to be the forefront thing in your life is your spiritual journey. I think you have had some issues with Alyssa. I think you had some issues with the Aries, with the, the Leo. You've had some issues with the people that you're meeting. It's time to get settled with yourself emotionally. It's time to get grounded. And I think having a good grounding emotionally is going to be your point in July, because now you're able to sort of put up with some of the crap that's being delivered, because you get a lot of crap in your relationship by far. It's time to get grounded, get to know this, and get pretty good with that. Paige says definitely sort of watch your money in July, all right? Because you have a tower moment sort of waiting. And that's the reason I said get grounded, getting settled, getting kind of, where it's going to be okay in there. I think that's going to be important in July. Maybe meditation, maybe reading some books, maybe getting on some philosophy stuff, because you're going to need that for a little bit of a shakeup. It looks like maybe you got a page, a little bit of a shakeup could be financially, maybe a little bit on the emotional side and what have you. And and then you have the 5. The 5 says it is about sort of reaction after the tower sort of falls. Natural Yogi, thank you for your 2 donations. I appreciate that. It is about after the tower falls. You do have to sort of combat some stuff. So the better up we are, the better off you are going to be. Anyway, Jesus, it's 7:40. I have at least like 100 more donations. By the way, we're ending soon. We are ending soon. Yeah, we're ending soon. See, I'm talking, I'm having fun. I lost track of time. I'm feeling better. You can tell that. You can tell I'm feeling better. That's for sure. That is for sure. Taking classes. Jasmine's got general love. Cheeky's got Scorpio. Samantha, we just did. Jasmine, I think we did. A general love reading, we did that. Julie, how would I do on the new job for the first 6 months? Let's find out what's going on. with the new job indeed. Tiara, I got to get to your question tomorrow. Tiara, I got to end. We're coming up on like an hour and a half. Coming up on an hour and a half. No, Tiara will be the last reading tonight. We'll do the last reading tonight. How would I do on the new job for the first 6 months? I think you're going to do just fine. You got a nice Two of Cups card in here. You do have a level of, it is about getting balanced and getting things figured out. I do think when you get this new job, you are kind of looking at a little things being a little too hectic or things being a little too fast motion, a little too quick motion. Ace of Cups into a Two of Cups. Once you get settled down, now you're kind of good. Now you're kind of pretty stable. Now everything seems to be okay. Ace into a Two does say that, yeah, this is something I need to sort of settle down with. I need to move. I need to happen. Need to make it happen. You just basically got to get settled in because it does feel like there's a bunch of things that need to work out and all this other stuff. And you're just going to have to be able to handle that. Paige says, yeah, there's a level of uncertainty what I'm going to do long term. A level of uncertainty, a level of getting set up, a level of kind of meeting people, getting to know who is here, who is there, who does this and who does that. But I think that's going to be okay. I think that is going to be all right. All right, we got Selene is up next. A little of a generala for July. We'll make that happen. Over here, see what's going on. Mystic Palette Tarot is all about what we're doing here. For July, it's time to take command and take charge. Almost like somebody else falls down and you're going to have to pick the pieces back up. That's your July read. Somebody else falls down, you're going to have to pick the pieces back up. You're going to have to look into an opportunity. You're going to have to move into the next big thing, right? Next big thing. It is time to step up. If you're looking at somebody else doing it, they're not really going to do it. If you're looking at somebody else taking the advantage, they're not. You're definitely going to have to be set up with that because it does look like that either somebody else falls down the job, somebody else doesn't get everything done. You're going to have to make a deal with that. Absolutely. It is your time to shine too. Selene, that's the important part. It's time for you to shine. I think it is, it's your moment in the sun. It's time for you to shine here. Very important indeed. Now, let's go to the next question. Does A does A still love me? And do they want to reconcile? That's the point, right? Well, we still love you. Do you want to reconcile? Is this something that's going to be possible? Maybe. Mystic Palette, is that a new deck? No. I mean, I've had it. You can look on my videos. So you can see when I got it. You can look on the videos. Does they still love me and want to reconcile? Two of Swords or Five of Swords? No, hell no, and no. They don't love you. They don't want to reconcile. They want you to go away. They don't. That is a definite thumbs down. There's not a lot of love left. It feels like that Two of Swords. We are in different worlds. Five of Swords, Lord of Defeat. It's not somebody who's willing to go forth and make that happen. No, that manifesting goddess, it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good indeed. Liz looks good, though. What will the Leo think of me when he sees me tomorrow? Liz, sounds exciting. Yeah, manifesting goddess, you got to give up on A. You got to give up on A. We're going to see about E, though. E looks a little bit better, I think. Let's see about E. Four of Cups, right? What will Leo think about when they see me? Eight of Pentacles. I do think that they have a lot of just sort of, they don't really have a poker face. I'm sorry. They don't really have a poker face. When they see you, when they have a reaction, when they see what's happening, when they see the opportunities, when they see kind of, what's going on, they're going to let you know immediately. It's not going to be hidden, not going to be definitely. Eight of Pentacles, there's not a lot of difficulty, not a lot of work involved with that as far as that goes. Four of Cups says you do have to sort of put up with their reaction. So, right, where their reaction. Overall, I think the Leo likes you. I think they have a lot of good things. And ultimately, yeah, pretty good situation going there. So yeah, they like you. They like you. When they see you tomorrow, they're going to be pretty excited about it. And the Leo has no poker face whatsoever, which makes it easy, right? I love people that can't lie I love people that can't lie. They try to lie, and then it's like, well, that was very useless for them to try to lie because it's immediately apparent that you lie. Anyway, poker face. Manifesting goddess, does E have romantic feelings for me? Ace of Pentacles in the wheel. I do think you have a level of romance here. I think, there's no cups in here. You are looking at Ace of Pentacles and a wheel. This is something to where they're looking for just a steady sort of hookup, steady kind of thing. They're not really looking for the next soulmate, the next big romance. They're on that realm to where they're just like, hey, I'm just going to do what I need to do. This is going to be something that I can, So they like the schedule. They like kind of like a Virgo kind of thing. They like the schedule. They like having somebody there. They're willing to do the work with that. But is it something to where you're just going to get this beautiful, wonderful, emotional vibe from them? Not really, but I do think that they do have some romantic things going there. So yes. Yes, kind of yes. Julie, what does Mr. C.B. want from me? Let's find out by going with this deck over here. Everybody loves them. Samantha Tarot. You love Samantha Tarot. I need to switch out some of these. I need to switch out some of these graphics. Man, I do need to switch out some of these graphics. Some of these decks I never use. I've got graphics for the Shadowland Tarot. I never use that. Wildwood, I never use. Forest, I never use. Labanco, I never use. The Gentle Tarot, I never use. I need to start switching these graphics out and get the new decks in here because, yeah. Anyway, as is the Mons Tarot. I do have the graphic for that. I do need to get some graphics up in here because we are hurting for showing the graphics or showing the decks that I'm using. We need to update our technology. We can do it. We can update the technology. But Mr. C.B. want from me? Love. I mean, just a level of connection from you. It's just kind of what they want. They want the Two of Cups. We need to make a connection here, right? We need to make a connection. That's very important. A King of Swords. This is something where they do have an agenda. They're coming in with an agenda. They know what they want. They're not coming in sort of wondering where it's going to be tomorrow. No, they have an agenda. They have a focus. And I think that's very good with that. So, yeah, they're coming in with their own agenda. They want to make a connection. They want to get some stuff going with this. King of Cups, they feel like that they're alone. I think that's one of the big things. Mr. C.B. feels like that they are alone, and they want to kind of see what's going on or what is next with this. Page of Pentacles is almost like either they have an offer for you or they have a plan. And I think you're going to kind of get the idea of the plan once they start talking, right? You're going to get the idea they do have a plan. There is something next. There is something coming up. So, yeah, that's the way it goes. The way it goes. Why don't you use those decks? IL, there's only so many hours in the 2-hour stream. Only so many hours in the 2-hour stream. Danielle Sharky wants to know where they are. Well, you're next. Good news. You are next indeed. All right. Danielle Sharky is next. I did tell Daniel that I had a tracking app that says everything, how to add a message when donating, not a problem. People in front of me, you are next. How many people in front of you, you are next. I'm an artist. Fury fandom, can you make a lot of money? I think that's your question, right? I think that's your question. All right, let's do it. I'm an artist. I know in the furry fandom you can make a lot of money. What about how many people are in front of me? Did you ask your question? No, you did not. Your question is, will my fursuit business will my fursuit business succeed? We're going to get a little furry. It's going to get a little furry right now. Will my furry business succeed? Let's see. That's going to be a thing. Man, I mean, I think you said no, 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 and nope. Danielle, I have no idea. I have no idea if this is your right question or not. This is the only question you asked. If your furry business will succeed. Anyway, fursuit, business. I think it makes you some money. Ace of Pentacles is always a good kind of thing where I am going to make some money. I am going to get kind of there. That's going to be fun. That's going to be exciting. A King of Cups says anything to where you know what you're doing in a business, you can succeed, right? If you make, I'm just saying, will my pursuit business succeed? They said fursuit. I don't think it's pursuit. All right. So they said, I'm an artist. I know the furry fandom, you can make a lot of money. They said that. And then they said fursuit business. So I'm pretty sure that they're talking about furry fandom and then a fursuit. So basically, will my business succeed? Let's do that. Yes. Ace of Pentacles says yes, it ultimately will. Now the devil, there's always going to be detractors, right? No matter what you're doing in life, if you're reading tarot, if you're creating sex dolls, if you're creating a fursuit, no matter what you're doing in life, there's always going to be that one guy who's going to be annoying, the devil. There's always going to be that person that's going to detract, that's going to talk bad, that's going to laugh, whatever, okay? So the devil says you got to ignore that stuff. Just make your money. Just make your money, right? And making your money is what you're going to do. Ace of Pentacles says this is a good business indeed. Ultimately, that is a thumbs up. And the King of Cups says, the good thing is if you like the industry and you're in the industry, people trust you, people know you, people want to support local businesses that are in their industry, right? So in other words, if you need a tarot reading, you're probably going to get somebody that you know. If you need a fursuit, you're going to get somebody that you know. So basically, yeah, I think it's going to be a good business, in my opinion. All right, let's go with this. My boyfriend's true feelings for me, a manifesting goddess. Hopefully your boyfriend is not E, because, oh man, hopefully your boyfriend's not A. Sorry, hopefully your boyfriend's not A. My boyfriend's true feelings for me. Jesus, is your boyfriend A? Is your boyfriend A? You have some wild relationships. I got to say now, you have some wild and unusual relationships. Death card means a boyfriend needs some change, needs a little bit of stuff. A boyfriend is not 100% happy with kind of where things are or where things are working out. But it's just the way it goes. So they need a little bit of change in order to make everything work. So that is it. You missed the detail. First thing I hear open is furry fandom. I mean, we're in tarot business. We're you know what I'm saying? We're kind of we're in the tarot business. So, furry business, whatever business you want to be in is all good with me. It's all good. You got to do what you like. Whether that's furries, whether that's tarot readings, whether it's astrology, whether it's, whatever you want to do, just make it work. You need to, it's your life. It's your life. You need to enjoy your life. And if furries is going to do that for you, God bless you. If furries going to make your life enjoyable, God bless you. So anyway, you do what you need to do. I like drawing pictures. I like painting. I like drawing pictures. I like reading tarot. I like math. So, those are weird combo, but that's all right. See, you only live once, and enjoy your life. If furry brings you enjoyment, you do that, and you enjoy it. You have as much fun as you can, Anyway, because it's your life, it's not ours. It's your life. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, all right. Will a third party cause problems with my next boyfriend? 3 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords. No, I think they're kind of stifled. I don't think they have the power to do it. I just really don't. They're going to be transparent when they do it. right? They're going to be transparent that they're trying to cause problems for the purpose of causing problems. It's going to be something that you can mitigate almost immediately. Three of Wands says, hey, the jealousy is obvious, you know, just sort of get over it, move on. Nine of Pentacles, I'm just going to have a good time. I'm going to have a good time with my relationship. Screw them. I think that's the idea, and it's not something where they're like super tactical to where they're sneaking in all of these ideas. No, I don't think so. I just don't think so. A better deck for furries. It could be. It could be indeed. How does A feels for me? Let's see about that. Luna Blue is next. We got Natural Yogi, and we're moving YouTube user and Tiara to tomorrow because it is like 8. I had so much fun tonight. Man, this is a great stream. Y'all have some awesome questions. I have lots of great donations, very generous donations too. And everybody's active in chat. Everybody's having a good time. No trolls. This has been one of the best streams in a long time. I'm feeling good. I have a lot of energy. I'm not sick anymore. Yes. Great stream. How does A feel? I got all the new cards. How does A feel for me? Knight of Cups, very romantic, very communicative, right? Three of Swords. You kind of got to watch out for this long term. Right now, they do feel good. They do feel nice. Knight of Cups is Mr. Romance. Has a lot of good things, a lot of good options, a lot of good excitement with it. Ace of Swords, I'm willing to communicate with you. I have a lot of good open lines of communication with this connection long term. Long term, though, I wouldn't lean on this as something big, something substantial, something just, you know, something like that. You do realize it could be a little bit of a temporary thing, but overall, they really like you. They do. A lot of great cards here. A lot of great cards for is someone, you know, have some feelings? Does someone like me? What have you? Luna Blue is next. Let's look at Luna Blue's reading and all of that other stuff. What projects have I started and need to finish? Ooh, that's a good question. I've not had a good question. That's a great question. So yeah, need to check the mailbox for the trip and wait. Oh, I should have got that. I should have got that. Natural Yogi. There's trolls here. I mean, Andrew is the troll stamper. Andrew will crush trolls before they make like any problems at all. So yeah, I mean, trolls come and then they see Andrew and they run away scared, right? It's kind of like, you know, okay, it's kind of like a mouse, okay? A mouse will come into a new house, you know? A mouse is like, ooh, there's a house opened up next door. And they run in, and it turns out that the house has 20 cats, okay? And then the mouse immediately runs out and never comes back. That's what trolls do. They come in, they see Andrew, and they run out. And they're gone. They don't come back. I mean, Andrew knows. They don't come back. What projects have I started and I need to finish? Oh, the ones that crumbled horribly. That is right. Luna Blue, the ones that crumbled horribly are the ones that you need to address. Those are the ones that are going to give you the biggest lessons, right? The biggest lessons. You don't want the project that was super easy to finish. You don't want the project that kind of faded away, that you kind of knew you could do it, but you couldn't do it, right? You knew you could do it if you kept going, but you're like, nah. You need to do the ones that you epic freaking failed on, Luna. You need to address the ones that are impossible. You need to address the ones that can't be done. You need to address the projects that can't be completed, that are impossible for you, that look out of your comfort range, that look like something you can't do because you can't do it. Judgment, Rebirth Reincarnation says, do those projects, make it happen, make that a priority, because the Page of Wands says you may not have the skill set now, but as you tackle it, as your brain says, damn, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do this. Then you can get it done. Then you can get it done. All right. Because those are the ones with the lessons to learn, aren't they? They're ones with the lessons to learn. Okay. Natural Yogi has a couple of questions. Let's get this done. All right. July in business. What should I do? All right, let's go with the July in business question. Ace of Pentacles. You just need to get started. What's the best time to start a small business? 5 years ago. What's the second best time to start a small business? 1 year ago. I'll be honest with you. Those are the two proper answers to the question. You need to get it done. July in business, what should I do? Ace of Pentacles. Just get it started. Get it done. Get it started, get it done. Find a way to get it done. Find a way to get it moving. Find a way to get it passionately pursued. Because sitting on it ain't doing you any good. You just got to get it started and get it done. Big point here. Tennis with friends this weekend. How is this going to go? Let's say the six of swords. It is something you need to follow up with the friends. You need to follow up with the friends and make more fun stuff like that. This feels like it's a good way to connect. It feels like it has a lot of potential, a lot of excitement. And you need to find a way to extend that, to get that excitement. Be like, yo, we're doing tennis. Let's go drink afterwards. Let's have some fun. Let's do this. You need to make more appointments like that, more exciting things like that, because that is something that keeps the friendship open, keeps the friendship going, and that is going to be exciting indeed. YouTube user Tiara, you are going to be read tomorrow. I've been on an hour and almost 2 hours. I've been on almost 2 hours. I got to go. But man, thank you all for an exciting stream. I'm feeling fantastic, and it has been an exhilarating and amazing stream. Thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I love all of y'all.
I love you.
And I will see y'all tomorrow.